Next year, I want to be invited to Camp Cal. There's some pointers there that maybe next time when he does that, he'll invite the Rebels up so we can get some of what they got this last week.
Andy, what did you see different from Kentucky tonight than maybe what you saw preparing?
You know, I'll see a lot more and appreciate Kentucky a lot more when I watch this, you know, via the tape tomorrow or tonight on the plane ride back. I really was kind of concentrating on the Rebels, and for us to have a chance in this environment against a team as talented as Kentucky, we've got to take advantage of the plays that the game gives us early, and we didn't. You know, Jerry, I think you and I talked about it earlier in the week. We chart what we consider open looks, and they're looks that we want to get out of our actions. In the first half, we were 1 for 10. We keep up with paint shooting. Our goal is to be 63% in the paint, but anytime you're less than 50% in the paint, you realize you're probably going to be in for a long night. First half, we were 2 for 13 in the paint. I've done this long enough to realize that action is a lot faster than reaction, and it seems as if that we were constantly reacting to Kentucky, thereby getting destroyed on the glass and making poor decisions with the ball. So we never really gave ourselves a chance based on our inability to make the plays that the game gave us early.
Andy, can you just talk about what you thought of Tyler Ulis' play, especially maybe compared to last year, if you saw a major difference in him?
I think, for my money, I watch a lot of basketball, and I don't want to misspeak, but I think he's the best point guard in college basketball, is what I think. Just he has the ability to run that team. It's as if he's skating. We stayed last night, and I looked out and I saw the ice skating ring, and that's how he kind of plays. He just kind of skates through. And when he's making shots, even though he only went 1 for 6 tonight, obviously, I saw them in the Louisville game in preparation for tonight. And when he makes shots, he's very, very difficult. You just have to gap him, try to stay in front of him as best you can. And we obviously did not do a very good job.
Andy, what about Moody? Why do you think he struggled to not have the night? What was last year's big night? Do you think a motivating thing for Kentucky?
Well, obviously, I think everybody, Jerry is the SEC leading scorer, and you know you don't have to watch much tape on us to realize that we need him to play well. And so teams are going to guard him with multiple players, and they're going to try to put length on him. And what we've got to do is we've got to do a better job of taking advantage of the spacing which he creates. We, as I just said, we were 1 for 10 in what we consider clean looks, and that's just a recipe for disaster against teams such as Kentucky and venues like this. We've got to have other guys step up and make plays. You know, obviously it's easy to talk about last year and the fact that we were very competitive throughout the course of the game, but the reality is, with the exception of Moody and Saiz, there really weren't a lot of guys on this year's team that were a part of that. You know, we lost a lot of guys that were a part of that run, and I thought the moment might have been a little big for them early, and then you just don't get many more opportunities against Kentucky if you don't take advantage of them early.
Andy, what did the Skal Labissiere you saw tonight look like compared to what you saw when you look at the film of the last 5-6 games of him? He'd obviously had a rough go of it for a while.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Skal. He obviously he went to school just up the road from us, so I've seen him play a number of games. It's just a matter of time. I like the kid. I'm a fan of the kid. We knew that if you allow him to get open, he's going to make those face-up shots. That's what he does. And he's extremely long and athletic, and we didn't put our bodies on him nearly enough, which allowed him to get some looks at the basket.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.